Next week, North and South Korea are set to hold talks about the upcoming Olympics. Some U.S. officials are hoping it may be a sign that the North is now possibly willing to discuss some broader issues, like its nuclear weapons program. Joining me now is Chang, columnist for the Daily Beast and the author of Nuclear Showdown, North Korea Takes on the World. Gordon, thanks for being with us. The president was talking all about this earlier today, about an hour or so ago, at his press conference out of Camp David. I want to play this soundbite for you and get your reaction. It's a long one, so hold tight.
Right now, they're talking Olympics. It's a start. It's a big start. If I weren't involved, they wouldn't be talking about Olympics right now. They'd be doing no talking, or they would be much more serious. He knows I'm not messing around. I'm not messing around. Not even a little bit. Not even 1%. He understands that. At the same time, if we can come up with a very peaceful and very good solution, we're working on it with Rex, we're working on it with a lot of people. If something can happen and something can come out of those talks, that would be a great thing for all of humanity.
So is the president right, Gordon, that if it weren't for him, the North and South wouldn't be talking right now?
Yeah, I think he's half right. We know that President Trump's sanctions have affected the regime. Kim Jong-un, in his New Year's address, actually addressed that issue and even called those sanctions an existential threat to the North Korean state. So President Trump deserves a lot of credit for that. And Kim Jong-un wants relief. He wants the South Koreans to shovel money. But on the other hand, we got to remember that the Kim family playbook, and this is 7 decades old, Jillian, the Kim family playbook is, first of all, you refuse to talk to South Korea. You make a dramatic overture, then you demand concessions, and if you don't get those concessions, you throw a tantrum. And when North Korea throws a tantrum, sometimes people die.
So you think these talks there's a lot of bluster. You think that they're unlikely to really go anywhere because the South is not likely to, kowtow to whatever the North's demands are in this moment?
Yeah, and President Trump deserves credit for that because Moon Jae-in, the South Korean president, is very much a Korean nationalist. He's a leftist, a so-called progressive. He would love to give the North Koreans everything they ask for. But Trump has been able to sit on him since he became president in May in that special election. And so Moon right now is very much at a point where he can't give the North Koreans what they want, and the president should take some credit for that.
So the other thing that the president said about the North and South talking, I think he was asked by a reporter in the press conference at Camp David, if I remember correctly, if the United States was involved and if they would get involved, and the president said, we'll get involved at some later point. What is that? Oh, yeah. Can you break that down for us? What does that even mean?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what he was referring to, but it seems to me what he is saying, and this is really smart diplomacy on the part of the administration, is to say, look, we'll talk, of course. That'll make China and Russia happy, but we're not going to talk until the North Koreans are more amenable to doing what the international community wants. So, you have through the first part of the Trump administration not really willing to sit down with Pyongyang. And that's right, because diplomacy then would be premature. But at some point, the North Koreans are going to realize that they have no choice but to disarm. And that means President Trump has to be more vigorous in his sanctions enforcement, because for the last 3 months or so, some of the air has gone out of his campaign to actually impose those costs, not only on North Korea, but on China and Russia, because they've been supporting the North. And so what we need to see is more action on the part of the administration with sanctions.
So I think what you're saying here is when it comes to the South and North talking, the United States doesn't really want to jump in, show its cards until we have a better sense that the North is going to end up closer to where we want them to end up. Just very quick question on the Olympics, because I know a lot of our viewers are paying a lot of attention to this. It now sounds like the North wants their athletes to participate in the games. Is that a real possibility?
Well, yes, because the 2 figure skaters actually qualified for the Olympics. North Korea passed the deadline for entry, but the International Olympic Committee can add them, and I'm sure that's what's going to happen. Those 2 figure skaters will be added to the games.
Well, we live in interesting times. Gordon, thanks so much for joining us and for your insight into all of this. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Jillian.